Hi, welcome back to another Cajun toy review. Today we're going to be looking at the Marvel Legends series Infinity Saga Captain America. And this is the Captain America from Avengers Infinity War, and I've been waiting for this figure for quite some time. This is one of my favorite appearances of Captain America in the MCU, and I was really disappointed with the first figure. And when I saw this, man, I was hyped overload. This is the Infinity Saga figure that I wanted the most. So I've been waiting, and I've been seeing people have been getting it, and finally, it's here, and I'm so excited to let's talk about this guy. Now, looking at the picture inside, I already see an issue with my paint on his forehead right here. I got a little dot. We'll see if we can get that off. But everything else looks pretty awesome. Maybe. We'll see as we get them out and stuff like that. But anyway, as always, I love the Infinity Saga boxes. Really clean. I like the Starfield in the front. Of course, we have the logo for the movie that this is from. Like I said, Infinity War. On the side, we got the shot that we've seen before with the different characters from the different movies, building up the Infinity Saga. On this side is a different picture. On top, we got Captain America and the Avengers Infinity War. On the back, we got a poster from Infinity War with a little bit of a read-up. Armed with Wakandian shield, Steve Rogers steps forward to defend the world from a possible threat of Thanos and his minions. And not much else there is UPC. This is a Walmart exclusive. Some Walmarts have got it in stores. I haven't seen any locally. Some Walmarts I've seen actually had these on clearance, which is nuts. Like I said, mine finally came in the mail, and I'm stoked. So let's go ahead and open this up and talk about this figure. And we are looking at our Captain America Infinity War out of the box, and oh man, there's some great stuff about this figure. But man, there's a couple little things. Oh my, there's just something about this figure, and I will point it out to you. And it's like I can't believe Hasbro did this. It's so shitty that they did this, and this figure could have been, man, it could have been one of my favorites. It could have been in my top 10 for the year, possibly. But geez, they messed it. They dropped the ball on this one, man. On really, like I don't know. But is it worth $22? Yeah, I'll say that right now. Because what we're going to do is we're probably going to do some head swapping and figure something out with this. But anyway, let's look at the accessories that our Captain America comes with, and then we'll look at the figure, good and bad. And looking at the accessories that come with our new Infinity War Captain America, we have 2 sets of hands, an additional head, and we have the 2 Wakandian shields, one closed and one open. And just jumping into it, looking at the hands, we have these kind of fingerless gloved hands, which match the gloves that he wears in the film. The original figure, for some reason, only had one gloved hand, which is kind of odd. But these look good. The flesh tone is a little bright, but it matches, for the most part, his skin and his face. The arms are a completely different story, but they do look good. There is detail in the gloves, where we have this darker brown leather on there. And of course, you can kind of see his knuckles through there. And that looks really cool. There is a hinge on there so we can actually move it and stuff on there. And then we have these 2 closed fisted hands, which again, there is cool detail on these with the darker brown. The flesh is questionable. Now, they did good jobs dabbing these little knuckle holes right here, part of the top of the fingers, but I have this one right here, which has this just complete mess up where somebody's paintbrush or whatever just poop and tab down there, and I'm sure I could probably scrape it off and get it off of there, but it is kind of a big mess up on there on this, and kind of ugly. But then we have these 2 shields, and they are different. So this first one is, so you can see there is open and closed, but these look really good. The silver on them looks really awesome on there as well. A lot of detail on there on line work and stuff. I do like how the silver pops up on this one as well. It does make them stand out and look different. And size wise, this one is a little bit bigger. They got 2 handles on them this time to hold, versus the original one that only had that one kind of little piece that kind of put his hand into. These look really good, much better than the one we had got previously, which was really big and looked like it belonged to a knight or something. This is the original, so you can see how much difference these two shields look like. This looks like it was for something else, and they just kind of made it look like it was going to go. I don't know. It just doesn't look right, and that's kind of how he held the original, which is a big difference. The way he holds them now is much more accurate and looks a lot better on the figure itself. And then lastly, we got our two head sculpts. So we have this standard Captain America, and this looks really good. This does look a lot like Chris Evans. I think the beard and stuff looks really, really good. This is a much better upgrade versus the original. Just gonna grab and pull it out for you so you see. Yeah, that is a much better head sculpt by far, light years. And this one even has a damn gap in the side of his head. I don't know if I noticed. But yeah, really solid looking head for him and stuff like that. This is definitely going to be my definitive head for that figure, for the Infinity War Cap. The hair looks really great. Kind of got this like kind of feather thing going on in the back. It's kind of like this light brown with this kind of wash on it. Just looks awesome. Like, I think this is just one of the better sculpts I've seen in quite some time for Marvel Legends, for MCU character. And then we got this face, which, oh man, well, the first thing about mine is one of my eyes is kind of crooked on him. So if you look at it, one of his eyes is more in, and I don't know if they're all like that because I don't have it to compare it to, being that I got mine in the mail. I'm hoping to find another one in the store because I do need to fix and probably get another one. But yeah, the eye looks really jacked up, and I'm gonna have to look at some more shots online, but it doesn't look right. It looks alright from the sides, but when you look directly in on this face, it looks like it's too far in on the right side. Now, I also have this paint issue right here, this dot on his head, and that looks kind of odd on there. Like, I try to scrape it off a little bit. I'm going to put a little bit more work into it later to try to get it off, but yeah, that stands out like a sore thumb. And there was actually a little bit of paint on the other head too, but it came right off. So that's kind of, I don't know. There's some quality issues with the paint on this figure as a whole. So anyway, that is the accessories that come with it. The shields are nice. They're a big improvement over the last ones, and I do think the head sculpt for the default head is fantastic. So let's take a look at our figure. All right, and we are looking at our Captain America Infinity War figure. And like I said, overall, I think this is a good figure. There is some quality issues with the paint. As I say this, I'm staring at this paint on the hand right there. That's driving me a little bit crazy. But that's not the biggest glaring point that is the worst. And right now, let's just get it out the way and talk about it. These arms are screwed up, like bad. So one, they took the detail out, all the detail from the original figure. I'm going to pull him out. I'm going to have him kind of in there a bit. Is missing on the shoulders and everything and stuff like that. They didn't paint the detail in there. It's just plain. But the arms, I do like the new blue, and there are pinless arms, so that is awesome. But the biggest and the most criminal thing about this is these are blue arms that they painted the skin over. You can see the blue coming through on the arm. It is freaking awful. Like right here, this is two-tone right here. You can see the blue coming right through there. And right here, there is blue literally coming out of this right here. And that is complete shit. And man, I can't believe they did that. Like, it needed a couple more coats, or just it's bad. And we're gonna try to fix it today with a little head swap and maybe do something else with it. And that's another reason why I want one of these, another one of these figures. One is I want to get one with maybe a better paint job on it. Two, I want to kind of put a wash on this guy all over, and see if maybe that makes me a little happier with it. Because for being one of my most anticipated figures for the year, it's almost my most disappointing so far, just because I'm let down with these little paint issues and stuff like that. But that's just, I don't know. And then of course you can see on mine there is some flesh paint right here on his elbow, for some reason. But let's look at him and compare him to the previous one. And just for shits and giggles, we'll pull out our fancy cap right here. This is the Figure Arts Captain America. And I got this one before this was announced because I was so disappointed with this Captain America, and man, I really, really wanted an awesome Infinity War Captain America because I love that character. I love that his role. I love his the way he looked in that movie. He looked freaking awesome, and we just didn't have a representation of that in figure form. And here we are. Now we have three that we can talk about, and obviously, this one is going to be the superior one just on the sculpt. The head sculpt alone is going to put it on the top, even with the little issues that we have. But we'll see. We'll try to Frankenstein a little bit of stuff together here and see if that makes anything better. So, my biggest things about this that I just kind of put out the negative and stuff is we lost some detail in the figure, of course, with the shoulders right here. Also with the neck. So we had this black right here. You can see on this one, this is missing right here. I mean, I'm not going to compare the paint on these because it's totally different. But if we're going to look at how he looked in the film, this is more accurate. A lot more accurate with the color scheme and stuff like that. It was very muted. It seemed like, Cap's been on the run. He's growing his beard out and stuff like that. He had taken off the Avengers and the star off his shoulders and stuff like that. He's taken the star off his chest. His uniform was just dirty and worn and not the bright, shining beacon of America, whatever. And this does not look like that. This is more pressed and clean. The only thing is missing is the white star on there. For some reason, again, like I said, this one only had that one glove, which is kind of strange. So it's a mixed bag. I don't know. But let's do a head swap and see what we can do right here real quick. So see, that actually does not look bad at all. That actually looks pretty damn good. The skin tone pretty much matches with the arm right there. And speaking of the arm, we have that one gloved hand and stuff like that. So we're going to try to fix that as well and see. So we're going to pop this arm off, this hand off right here. And we'll just take from this arm. Now the wristbands come off too, so you can see that blue paint right there. So we'll try this. I don't think this will work. I don't want to scratch up the paint. Nope, I'm not even going to do it. Just slap that back on there. Slap that back on there and... Whoa. Alright. And I think we might have a winner here. I think this new head on this older body, switch out that wrist, and then we can use the previous shields. I think this is my definitive Cap right here. I think wow. I'm really digging that. What did you guys think? That looks like movie Cap. That is that look. I can deal with that wrist, and maybe I'll even Frankenstein. Maybe I'll get it fixed and stuff like that. I don't know. I can tweak it a little bit more. The gloves are a little bit off, but man, like that's a big improvement. So I'll go ahead and put that back on there, and then we'll look at this figure. All right. So yeah, going back to our Captain America, Infinity War Captain America, new figure. The sculpt and stuff like that, if it wouldn't have the detail, would be actually really good. I mean, I do like, he's a little bit more bulkier than the previous Captain America on it, just with the new arms, kind of makes him a little bit more. I do like the new paint on the belt and the detail on the straps, but like I said, it just doesn't match that. It's a good Captain America figure, it's just not my Infinity Saga Captain America. Let's look at the articulation on him. So Captain America can look up about that much. Down about that. Oh, and we got a little bit of pivot. Forearm rotation. He does have bicep cut. He has new double jointed arms. Wrist rotation and flex we already seen. Ab crunch. Rotates at the waist. Just kick about that much. Split about that much. You can kick pretty damn high. Got thigh cut. Double jointed knees. Boot cut and ankle pivot. Peg holes at the bottom of his feet. His damn hand just fell off. And there's no peg port on the back. Stay. I saw that happening. So overall, besides just, you know, if it didn't have the little paint issues, I would be way more excited about it. The arms are just driving me crazy with that blue. I can't believe they painted it like that. But it's an easy fix if you have the other Captain America, if you want to make him look more like the film. But for the price it is, you know, it's not tied in with another figure, so you have to buy something else. It's a single figure. It's a Walmart exclusive. Like I said, some people have found it already on clearance. But if you can get this figure for like, you know, $22, $24, but I'd say it's worth it. The new heads alone are actually pretty good, and it's not the worst. And like I said, I will try to get me another one and do a wash on it. And if I do, I will revisit it and maybe re-upload this video with that tied to it. But at the moment now, it's good. It's not great. So what do you guys think? Put it in the comments, stuff like that. Share with me and stuff like that. If you got one of these, let me know if you had any of the same paint issues and quality issues as well. Be curious about that. Anyway, we'll be continuing our Halloween Horror Month, and I will be moving back into the regular rotation on the figures that I was doing. I just had to get this guy knocked out the way because I was so excited about getting him. So thank you so much for watching. And if you like this video, please leave a like. Check out our other content. Consider subscribing. If you already are a subscriber and everything, appreciate you. Thank you for all y'all do. I love the comments and the feedback and everything like that with you guys. You guys make it all worthwhile. Appreciate you. You can check us out. We have a link to our Facebook in the description. Also on TikTok, just search for Cajun Toy Review. Kind of doing like toy hunts and stuff like that so far. Really figuring out how to utilize that platform. But looking forward to interacting with you guys on there. If you want to support the channel, you can go to buymeacoffee.com/Cajun Toy Review, and on there, any money that goes towards a new camera with a mic input. So, as always, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys. See you in the next video. Take care of yourself.